Good morning, stamping friends. My name is Lorri Heiling, and thank you for joining me this morning. Today is Tuesday, March 9th, and we are well into March, and it's a nice sunny day here in Arizona, so things are looking pretty good. Today's my catch-up day, so I'm going to get my ice cream class in the mail to you. So for those of you who ordered that, you can expect those soon. Well, let's jump into the project today. As I said, we are going to be doing an Easter project, and I'm kind of combining a couple ideas. I've been thinking about this ever since I saw these Hershey chocolate bars. Aren't they cute? They're almost too cute to eat, but that won't stop me. It's a Build a Bunny. They had other holidays. I guess they had Build a Santa or Snowman. During Christmas time, but I'm going to combine a couple different ideas that I used in the past. So, but it will be a new project. So these candy bars, I'm not sure where you can get them where you live, but I find them easily at Fry's grocery store in Arizona. I think that might be a Kroger chain. So anyway, but I'm sure you can get it at the drugstores as well. So first you're going to need a Hershey bar. All right, the next thing you're going to want to do is cut out a Blushing Bride stitched oval. This is the largest one in the pack, and we are just going to adhere this to the front of our candy bar. And what I want you to do is place this so kind of at an angle, we're going to cover up the bunny, and it's not going to cover it up totally, but try to aim for the ears. At least get the ears cut off or covered up, but it's okay to have the feet showing a little bit. Just cover up that bunny. All right, the next thing we are going to do is I have a pattern on my PDF, which you will get at the end. This will be on my blog. So if you're on my Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest page, make sure you go to my blog, and I will link that on all of those that I just mentioned. And I want you to cut out, I have a pattern, and let me show you the pieces so you can see what you're going to be getting and see if you can guess what this is. I put all these on a piece of mint macaron because they're all so tiny, and I put dimensionals on so I could save a little bit of time. But look at all these tiny pieces here. We are going to build something on here. Can you guess what it is based on these shapes? I went online just to see the shape of the, yep, if you guessed Olaf, that's who it is. We are going to build a bunny, and we're going to turn Olaf into a bunny. So what we need to do is take our daisy punch and punch out. You don't even need a whole one. All you need really is two of these little petals, and we're going to cut those off, so we only have two. Then you're going to take a Q-tip, and do you remember when I did this in my last video? We made bunny ears out of the daisy punch. So just dab your Q-tip in a little Blushing Bride and just add a little bit of color to these ears. All right, and then we're going to take a bone folder, and we want the ears to bend forward a bit. So just take your bone folder that breaks down the fibers a little bit, and we will adhere this. And I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue because I just want a little dot on there. And let's put that on the back of, whoops, we want it on the back of his head. So this is actually the head piece. So put that on here. And now we are going to build the body of Olaf. So let's start by putting these two little arms, stick arms, and this is from the Snowman Builder Punch. So we'll just put a couple dots on here, and we're just going to stick these behind the body. Did you guys like Frozen, the movie? Which one did you prefer? I think I still like one the best because that introduced us to the world of Anna and Elsa. My grandkids love Frozen. They're still into it even though it's been out for a while. Okay, here's the body. Now let's just let's put his legs on, or his feet on. These are basically the same shapes as his feet, but we are going to, whoops, I think I put this on the wrong side. The dimensional, let's put this on the feet, because it's basically just the same exact shape as this. And when you get that pattern, like I said, you'll be able to just cut these out, fussy cut them out, and I have them on a separate sheet so it'll be easy to do. Right like that. We want to pop up his feet a little bit. Then we are going to take a 1/4 inch hole punch, which I have right here. And we will just take, let's see, this one I used basic gray. So let me get my scraps here. And I don't think Stampin' Up! Sells these anymore, but I know everybody has a 1/4 inch. That's the most basic size there is for holes, you know, like office supply size. And then let's just put these about right here. We want 3 buttons down the front. 1, 2, 3. And guess what? Your pick tool is going to be your best friend, because all these pieces are so tiny, but it's not going to be hard to make. Just stick them on there, but the pick tool picks it up easily with that little rubber thing behind it. All right, there's his buttons. And the next thing we're going to do is put Olaf on our little diagonal, or I mean oval. Get your shapes right, Lori. All right, one should do it right smack in the middle. And let's put him. Now, when you place it, this is when we're going to cover up the bunny underneath his little feet. So just place that right on top so it's covered up. And there you go. Now, let's work on his head. This is the one that takes a little bit longer. The first thing we're going to do is let's put his mouth on. So this is Smoky Slate, and we'll just put a little bit of glue. I like to use less when I use glue. Less is more, because if you put too much on, it's going to squirt out and then you'll have shiny stuff. So just kind of put it at the bottom of his jawline like that. And then this tiny little thing is going to be his tooth. Whoops, you know what? Oh, shoot. I put it on backwards. Oh, now you get to see how multi-liquid glue comes off if you make a mistake. So I was able to pick it up really fast because it hadn't stuck yet. And then once it dries, I'm going to take, it's a rubber eraser. Again, Stampin' Up! Used to sell them, but you can get them on Amazon or anywhere. But this will take glue off, but you want to let it dry first. So I'm going to let it dry. By the time I'm done building his face, it will be dry. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take a black Stampin' Right marker, and we need to make just some little lines on the corner of his mouth, because it shows that if you look at the graphic on the internet, he has kind of like that to make the shape of his face. It doesn't really looks kind of silly right now, but once we get the rest of his face done, it'll be done, or it'll look more like him. Now let's add his 2 eyes. So we'll just put 2 dots here, and then this is 2 more 1/4 inch circles. So do the right eye first, because the left eye is going to be on top of the right eye a little bit, like that. Okay, now this tiny little orange thing, this is his nose. It's such an odd shape, but if you look at it online, it really is an odd shape. And let's see, let's put that down a little bit. And I am using dimensionals on this. And take your black Stampin' Right marker, and let's make some little carrot lines on here. All right, now we need to add the center of his eyes with basic black. And for this, I just used a 1/8 inch hole punch. I'm sure most of you have that size in your stash as well. And use your pick tool and your fingernail to get it off of the pick tool, like this. It's coming together. Now, there's one little thing missing, and then if you need to move it, because it hasn't stuck yet, let's take that glue off that was on the wrong side, and it'll just kind of get gummy and it'll come off. Whoop, such a small piece here. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we're going to add a little bit more glue above where we just took it off, and this is going to be his teeth in here. We got to add that. That's really kind of what makes it. And let's place that right here. All right, Olaf the bunny is coming together. Okay, let's put his head on, and for this I'm going to use foam adhesive strip, and the reason I sometimes use this is because it is a little bit wider. It's about double the thickness of dimensionals, and I want it to pop out even higher than his body. So I'm going to go like that and put him on here. You see how Olaf looks like a bunny now? All right, we are almost done. However, we don't want it to say Hershey's Milk Chocolate Build-A-Bunny. We have to make it even more with the theme of this. Oh, you know what we forgot? Sorry, is his eyebrows. He has kind of bushy eyebrows, so we're just going to hand draw these in, and they're kind of square up here, and then they round down, kind of like a, excuse me, a Nike swoosh, like that. Eyebrows are important nowadays, right? Everybody pencils in eyebrows, so just try to make them uniform, but nobody has uniform eyebrows, right? There we go. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the banner a little bit more tied in with our theme. So we wanted to say, do you want to build a bunny? So what I did was I made a whole bunch of these on the PDF, and you just print it. This is soft suede color. I was able to, I know how to color code Stampin' Up! Colors with my fonts. And then I just printed it out on mint macron cardstock. And this is about, let's see, 1 1/4 inches wide. So this is how big you're going to cut your strip once it prints. And 3 3/4 inches long from, you know, corner to corner. Then you're going to fussy cut a little banner in, and what I do, I already did this for you, but is I snip up the middle, and then I go corner to middle, and that's how I'm able to get them pretty close. This does not fit in the triple banner punch because it's a little bit off, but I had to size this so that I could cover up the Hershey's part. You can see my my bad one there. All right, now we need my adhesive again. This is called Stampin' Seal, and it does seal really well. Yeah, I think even better than our old one. And then just place it right smack over the letters that we want to hide. So now our banner says, do you want to build a bunny? I can hear you singing it in your head, this song. All right, how do you like that? Do you think it looks like Olaf the bunny? Oh, let's add one more thing. I forgot. This is sitting over here. So I took the metallic ribbon that's Blushing Bride. This ribbon is so pretty because it has kind of a gold tint on one side, and then if you don't want gold, then just flip it over and use the Blushing Bride side. And the best way to put bows on is with glue dots. So we're just gonna put a glue dot on the back side. I did tie this before. And you have to kind of work with the edges to get them on the right side. I guess if you wanted this side, you could flip them over, whatever you'd like. And then I'm just going to put it right up in the corner like that, more vertical this time, so that you can still read the words. There we go. And that's our finished project today. Well, I hope you liked it. If there's any products you saw that you don't have, I would love it if you ordered from my Stampin' Up! Website, which is www.confessionsofastampingaddict.com. And once you're on there, you'll find a link to my store, and then be sure and use the host code. And remember, if your order's over $35 this month, you are going to get in on 3 projects from Creative You. I will be working on those tomorrow after my live classes in Phoenix, and you get the 3 free projects for free if you use the host code and if your order is over $35. I would be happy to send you the projects that we made, and you're not going to want to miss this month because they are really fun, and they're using products from our mini catalog. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you'll come back on Friday morning at 9 a.m. Arizona time, and I will have another project for you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.